In January 2024, the new NISA account will start running, and I've had a few questions about how I'm planning to approach the new account. So let's talk about it. So the new NISA account is a really nice upgrade to the current NISA. So right now we've got Tsumitate NISA, we've got regular NISA, and they're both kind of limited in a lot of ways. And the new account is much less so. So basically all the problems that the current NISA accounts have pretty much been solved by the new NISA accounts. We made a video about this, you can check it out, I'll link to it in the description. So the first question is, how do you open a new NISA account? Well, the good news is if you already have a NISA account, so you have a Tsumitate NISA account or you have a regular NISA account for 2023, your current broker will automatically open a new NISA account for you. You won't have to fill in any paperwork or do anything, basically, unless you tell them not to. That's what's going to happen. Best thing about the new NISA is that anything you buy in the account is tax-free until you sell it or until you die, basically. So it's a fantastic upgrade compared to the current system where things are tax-free for 5 years or 20 years. The account is not as easy as I'd like it to be. It's split into two sections. So each year you have a 1.2 million yen Tsumitate allowance and you have a 2.4 million yen regular allowance. Basically, they took the two current NISA accounts and they kind of smushed them together into one super NISA account. And the two sections of the account are slightly different. So the Tsumitate section, you need to set up a regular purchase and you can only buy mutual funds, basically. Regular section, there's no schedule to it. You can buy stuff whenever you want and you can buy stocks, ETFs, foreign stocks, etc., etc. So pretty flexible. Now there is a total lifetime contribution allowance. So you can only put in up to 6 million yen in the Tsumitate section and up to 12 million yen in the regular section. However, what's new with this new NISA account is that if you sell something, you get your allowance back and then you can buy new things within the hole that you opened up in your NISA allowance, and that's really cool as well. Based on the annual contribution limits and the lifetime contribution limit, if you max out your new NISA account, you will fill your lifetime contribution limit in 5 years. After that, you can just leave your investments to grow until you need the money, or you could, for example, sell some things and then rebuy or buy different things using that allowance that you get back after you sell something. If you're enjoying the video, if you're interested in this kind of content, please do subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow and to keep making more videos. So what are we gonna do with the new NISA account? So my wife and I will both continue investing in NISA after next year. One thing that I'm thinking of doing is to change my NISA accounts from Rakuten, where I currently have most of my investments, to Monex, where I have very little investments. And this is just basically to kind of diversify in terms of brokers, so that not all of my investments are with one broker, but they're actually spread across different brokers. And this is going to reduce the tiny risk of having my account hacked or having some kind of temporary kind of liquidity problem with the broker. I haven't looked into what it's going to take to change the account. I think it's going to be quite simple. I'll probably just apply to Monex, say I would like to open a NISA account with you, and they'll tell Rakuten to not make a new one for me, and then that should be fairly straightforward. For my wife, most of her investments are with Rakuten, except for her Ideco, which is with SBI. So I'm not entirely sure what to do with her new NISA account. I might think of taking it to Monex, maybe even opening a new account with Matsui for her, just to spread that out a little bit more. Now, of course, it's not necessary to diversify across brokers, especially the big online brokers in Japan. They're very secure, they're very stable, they're backed by the government. There's very little chance of having a problem, but at the same time, having two broker accounts where you have slightly different investments might make sense for some people. If you're the slightly paranoid type, you might want to investigate that option as well. In terms of paying in, we'll probably set up the tsumitate to the maximum. So 100,000 yen a month into the tsumitate portion of the new NISA, and we'll be investing in the usual suspects, the Emaxis Slim All Country Fund or a similar World Stock Mutual Fund. For the regular portion of the account, you don't have to do it on a schedule. So I think the way we'll approach that is we'll put in as much as we can throughout the year. If we have spare money, extra income coming in, we'll use that to invest in the NISA account and hopefully try to get close to or to the maximum for the regular portion as well. Maxing out 2 NISA accounts is 7.2 million yen a year, and that's going to be a real stretch for us. So I don't think we're going to be able to do that, but we will be able to max out the tsumitate portion and maybe add on a bit more into the regular portion. In the regular portion, I'm planning to just buy the same mutual funds that are in the tsumitate portion. That's something you can do, obviously. And my wife has a portfolio of Japanese dividend stocks that I think she'll continue adding to in the NISA account as well. So how about you? What are you going to do with the new NISA account? Are you thinking of changing brokers? What's your plan for funding and investing in the account? If you've got any questions, please put them in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.